am going to make Lao dessert called Khao. I've been wanting to do this dish for a while. I finally got a chance to buy the banana types that I want. So let's see what I got to get started. What I did was soak my rice overnight. I have a Japanese sticky rice, so I went ahead and soaked that overnight. What I did with my rice was that I added 2 tablespoons of sugar. Pandan leaf and soak it with my rice to give it that nice, nice aroma. Like I said, I added sugar because this is all the sweetness I'm gonna, as far as this dish goes. So I want to make my rice a little sweet. So what I did is just soak the rice in 2 cups of sugar overnight. Okay, and what I'm gonna do now is rinse my rice. Of course, I want to take the leaf out. All I want to do is just give it that nice aroma. And instead of steaming the khao, I will go ahead and cook my khao boil, and I will finish the dish up with shredded coconut, fresh shredded coconut. All right, I got all the pandan leaf taken out. What I'm gonna do is rinse the rice in cold water. I got my strainer going. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna give it a good rinse. That should be good enough. Okay, I will let that strain for a little bit before I start the next process. Alright guys, the rice is being drained right now. I'm gonna give it a little bit more time. I want to go over with you what ingredients I will be using in this dish. Of course, the banana, and this is the type that I will be using. I think it's called Thai banana. I finally got it ripe. I bought it about on Monday. It was green. I think it's good to go. So I'll be using this for my khao. And a fresh coconut. I'm gonna crack this open and shred out the meat. And this is the tools that I'll be using to shred my coconut. Old-fashioned style. This is what we use back home. I hardly use this thing, but today I'm going to use it because the handheld one that I used to make my khao kok has broken, so I got rid of that. So we're gonna sit on this thing and start shredding my coconut meat. And of course, we need our banana leaf. Now I couldn't find the banana leaf, but this is a plantain leaf. I'm sure it's, the same thing, or, have the same purpose and smell as a regular banana leaf. Well, I went ahead and cut that, so that it'll make it easier on me. I cut it in sheets. And to tie my khao together, I'm going to use this, which is basically the edges of the banana. You'll get like the hard part on the side of the leaf. So all I did was just cut the edges of it, and I'm using that as a string to tie my khao together. All right guys, I think that is all the ingredients. Like I said, my rice was soaked overnight, 2 cups of sugar. So it does have that sweetness, and that's all the sweetness as far as this dish goes. And I'm gonna boil my khao instead of steam them, and we will have fresh shredded coconut. All right, let me go ahead and get started with wrapping the khao up. All right guys, let's get started wrapping khao. for katom. I got some done and this is how my kanom looks like. I paired it up and tied them together. Okay, this is what it will look like. I'll show you guys how I wrap that. I pretty much cut the banana in half because if I try to put the whole banana in, it's a little bit too big. So I'm gonna go ahead and slice that in half and make 2 katom with that. First of all, you want to kind of wipe your banana leaf, since we did wash and it's a little bit wet. And we want to have 2 layers of the banana leaf, just in case it like break apart. You at least have 2 to secure it, to make it stronger. Okay, all right, now you got that, and you got your sticky rice. You scoop the amounts you want, how big you want your katom to be. I got like about 3 tablespoons. Okay, and spread that out. Put your banana in there and put a little bit more rice to cover the banana up. Okay, and I am going to place this on the plate to make it easier for me to fold. So you want to get 2 of the side together. Make sure it's tight and fold the banana leaf. Okay, all right, and then there you go, you got that part folded to secure your rice together. And then what you're gonna do is take the edge and just make sure you move your rice together, kind of flatten the edge, and you want to fold that from the back. So what I do is I flatten in that. Here, let's see if you guys can see it. Just fold the edges. Okay, fold both edges and then flip them up. Hold on guys, sometimes it's a little tricky, but it's not that hard. You just kind of you have to get the hang of it. Just fold that upward like this. Okay, and then you flip it over to work on the other side. Tap it to make sure your rice is together. Make sure you secure your rice at the same time you're doing this so it doesn't fall out. Just kind of flat the end, and you want to fold that, fold both in, okay? And then you're gonna fold the tip of it back down, and there you go. You got yourself this shaped katom, okay? And I'm gonna face that down so that the rice doesn't come apart while I work on the other pair. So I'm gonna pair them up. That's what I'm doing. See that? So you kind of make sure you kind of flatten down so it doesn't move while you're working on the second one. Okay, you get your rice. Spread them out. Your banana. Kind of snug it in there between the rice and cover it up. Cover your rice up with your banana with. Okay, put them down. Make sure it's tight. Fold the banana leaf. When your banana leaf is soft, it's easier to work with, but when it's a little hard, it's a little bit tough to fold it. So, but you got to be careful because you don't want to break your banana leaf. Okay, just kind of flatten that. Make sure you push your rice up. Okay, fold the edge. Just kind of fold it in half backward. Okay, and then flip it this way. Turn it around and work on the other side. Tap the rice down. Kind of secure that, right? Flatten it. Fold that. See if you guys can see. All I'm doing is just folding this together. See that? So it will give you that nice banana wrap. See that? See? Okay. And now you're gonna put that together. Hold on to that while you get the other one and just face it down. Okay, make sure it's lined up. Doesn't have to be perfect. Now with the banana that, you know, the edges of the banana leaf that I cut off, I'm gonna use this to secure the banana, the katom together. I'm just gonna tie them. Make sure you're tight. You tie them tight, okay? So I'm just gonna tie that together. Make sure it's tight. Ah, see, this doesn't, this will break, but it's okay. You know, you could kind of move it up and start over. Some of them is not as strong, but it works. Okay, you get tight and then you just tie that up. Okay, and then there you go. And then we're gonna cut them. Now your wraps will kind of come apart while you're doing that. No problem. All you have to do is just tuck them back in there. Tuck them back in. There you go. And now we're gonna tie the other one, the other end. Let's see, make sure it's tucked. Okay. Now you're just gonna work on the other side. Make sure you tuck this back up so they're nice and, you know, straight, line up with each other. Okay, tie that one tightly together. Like I said, be careful, you don't want to tear the banana string. Okay. There you go, guys. All right, there you go. And if you want to make it look pretty, just cut off the end of that. Choop. All done. Here you go. You got yourself katom, right? And repeat the process until you're done. Let me go ahead and do one more for you guys. Wipe. Like I said, it's wet, so you want to make sure you wipe it up. Okay. Get your rice in. Spread them out. Put your banana in between and cover it up. Okay, a little bit more. This one is big leaf, so. Okay, put it down and then we're gonna fold the sheet together. Okay, make sure it's nice and round. So all you're doing is just fold this part together. Just gonna do like that. Okay. All right, now we're gonna work on the end of it. Move your rice so that it's not, you know, it's all together. Just this tip right here, all you have to do is just bend them, bend the other end. See that? And just flip them over. Okay. And there. You want to do the same thing to the other side. Make sure you secure it so it doesn't fall out. Tap it so we get all the rice together. We want to keep our katom kind of, you know, not too long. Okay, you just flatten that part. Flip both ends and then fold it over, and here you go. Just gonna put that down while we work on the second one. Okay, I'm gonna wipe that because, like I said, it's wet. Okay. My rice. They're not going to be all same size, by the way, But it's okay, guys. You're just making this for yourself. Some of the dish I don't really mind, you know, not getting it perfectly. Okay, same process. Fold, straighten it out. I'm gonna come this way since the other one is shorter. Okay. Okay. And now we fold that. Now we are going to flatten the end of it to start folding this. Okay, bring that up. See that? The back. And tap it down. Okay, flatten the side. Just press it down this way, it's easier. And then you just fold the edges together. And there you go, your katom. Now we're gonna put them together. They like to be together, so we're gonna put them together. Okay. I'm gonna make sure I secure the end of that. And you're just gonna tie it with the banana string that I cut off the edges of the banana. Move it kind of like in the middle, but not all the way in the middle. You can fix them as you go, guys. It's gonna fall out, but it's not gonna be a problem. Or you could just push it back in there and tie them up and it will secure that. Okay, tie them together. There you go. And then fix it. Make sure it goes in. All right, you got that. Now you just have to work on the other end. Let me cut this out. Okay. Let's see. Tie that up. There we go. Okay. And cut that. Shut up. Make it look pretty. You could just trim it off some more and fix it. You know, make sure it lines up nicely and fix the end of it. And there you go. You got yourself nice katom. All right, guys, let me finish this up and then I will show you what I do next. All right, guys, my katom is all ready to go. This is what it looks like. I got my pot heated up. It's not boiling yet. What I put in there is pandan leaf. I like pandan leaf, so I like to, anytime I make sweet stuff, I do add that in there to get that nice pandan aroma. I did say I wasn't gonna add, you know, any more sweetness to the dish, but I figure if my kid's gonna help me eat this, it has to be a little bit sweet for them to eat it. So what I went ahead and add 3 cups of sugar in my water, so when I boil katom, it will have that little bit sweetness going. All right, guys, it's not boiling yet, but I will go ahead and add my katom in the pot and let it cook. Okay, you just drop that in. And I will get back with you how long I will cook this. You want to cook it all the way, of course. It's going to take a little long because this is non-cooked sticky rice. The rice is raw, so it will take a while. Alright, and there it is, all ready to go. I will get back with you and let you know how it looks like and how long it takes to cook this. Alright, the katom is being cooked right now. I will go ahead and prep my coconut. I will need to crack it first. Now I want to save the juice because I wanted to drink it, see if it tastes okay. I love coconut juice. So what I'm going to do is I got a knife and I will use the back of the knife to pound on the coconut to get it open. Sometimes it takes longer, guys, but it will start cracking. Okay, there you go. Juice is coming out. I want to save that. I don't want to waste that. See if I could split it open a little wider to speed up the juice. Okay. I'm going to keep that. Just crack that open. Okay. And split it. Alright guys, here's my fresh coconut. So I'm going to go ahead and shred that. I'll be back. Alright guys, let's get ready to shred the coconut. Now, this is what I'm using. The sharp end, of course. Now, you could have your ways with how you want to sit, how comfortable you want. You could sit it on the side, which probably won't work for me. Or you could sit in a comfortable position like what I'm doing. So this is how I'm gonna sit, guys. So I'm gonna get comfortable, you know, spread out the legs and start shredding this thing. You just wanna press it downward. Be careful with the, you know, you don't wanna injure yourself. The blade is pretty sharp. There you go. You got your coconut meat, nice and shred. Now the strand is a little bit, it's a small one. It's not the long strand, okay? I think you guys get the ideas. Just rotate your coconut. Make sure you get all the meat you can. Alright guys, I'm going to work on this, and I'm sure you guys don't want to see me sitting like this and, you know, watch me finish the whole thing. It's going to take me a while, but... Alright guys, Khao is fully cooked. I started cooking around 10:30 and it is 11:35 right now. So that's how long I've been cooking, at least over an hour. Now, I did have a problem a little bit when I was cooking this. Some of my rice wrap came out. I think because my heat was too high. So what I would suggest is when you first put your rice in, make sure your water is not boiling hard. Kind of give it time for the, you know, for the khao to adjust into the water, and so that your banana leaf doesn't break apart. But here is how it looks like. Here's the khao all cooked and ready to go. Okay, and I'm gonna put that in the strainer and let it drain. Okay, so let me go ahead and remove this from the pot. All right, guys, everything is done. The last thing we are going to do is put the coconut over our khao. And I want to show you guys how my khao looks like after I have cooked it. Oh, my sheet is coming apart. Here it is, all nice and cooked. Now I cooked this a little bit over an hour. All right, and I allow that to cool down before I cut it into small bite size. Okay, now I'm using baking sheet on top of my plate so it doesn't stick to the plate. Okay, now I taste this before I'm doing this part. The taste is just about right. It is not too sweet, not really sweet at all. You could taste a little bit of sweetness, but it's not where, you know, it's really sweet, because I mean, we wouldn't boiling it, so of course the sweetness from the rice and the water wasn't that sweet, so the taste of it's not too bad. The kids probably will complain that it's not sweet enough, but I think it's good enough for me. Like how our Lao folks like to say, it is not sweet enough that our elders could enjoy it as well. Okay, so I took that out, you know, and I will slice them into bite size. And here's how it looks like, guys. Yeah, this is how my katong looks like. I'm gonna put this on the sheet. Okay, now I will want to rub some of the coconut. I'm using coconut oil just because, you know, it's a type of dessert, so coconut is a main ingredient in our dessert. Rub it on the knife so when I cut through the rice, it's not gonna stick to it. Okay, just gonna rub that into the blade. Okay, and all I'm gonna do is just cut it into bite size. Okay, now make sure it's cooled down, because if it's not, then your rice will start falling apart. Okay, this is the size I'm cutting it. And you see the banana? Okay, and all I'm gonna do is just sprinkle the coconut that I shred onto the katong. Now, if you don't want your coconut to get spoiled easily, what you could do is put some salt in your shredded coconut. But I'm not gonna do that because I don't think I'm gonna make a lot. I'm just gonna make just enough for the kids today, and I'm gonna save some of the shredded coconut. This is how it looks like. I don't think I got that much, but this is my shredded coconut, fresh shredded coconut. Okay. Let's see. Now I'm gonna do this other one. Now, if you don't get to this, or you know, you want to save it for later, you could always freeze them, guys. Freeze it in your freezer, and when you're ready for it, just warm them up. I did mention the amount of rice I used, pretty much how many katong you wanted to make. Of course, that depends on how much you should soak your sticky rice. I didn't think I was gonna make that much, but I think it ended up to be a lot, so I'm gonna have to freeze this. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish all of this anytime soon. Okay. Okay. And here is, I think I'm just gonna make one whole katong, and I'll do some more later if they want some more, but just to look when I'm cutting it up what it looks like. This is how it looks like. All I'm gonna do is just sprinkle the shredded coconut over it. Like I said, if you don't want your coconut to get spoiled easily, put some salt in there, but I'm not gonna do that because I don't really like the salt flavor in my coconut. Just sprinkle that on and just, make sure you get the coconut on the pieces. And this is really all to it. Very easy dish, just takes time in preparing the katong. So, just kind of mix it up. Make sure it gets coated with the shredded coconut. This is one of my dishes that I've been wanting to do, and I'm so glad I got a chance to do this today and show you guys how I prep them and how I get them. So, but yeah, this is all there is. This is your katong with shredded coconut, guys. So there you go. You could eat it without the coconut if you like, but I personally like it like this. Sprinkle that and you are good to go. Let's taste it together. My God, so good. The freshness from the coconut, the banana, the sweetness from the rice, they all blend out perfectly. So try it out, guys, and let me know how yours turns out. Thank you.